Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Scoreboard Keepers. I am your host, the Ref, and you already know we'll be right back in 30 seconds. Let's see what's going on with Justin Field.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the Scoreboard Keepers. You know, around here, we don't keep receipts. We keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard Keepers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Scoreboard Keepers. I am your host, the Ref. I'll keep you up to score and everything, sports, hip hop, and hot topics. And who do we have on the board today? Let's see. Justin Fields. Let's get this clock rolling. All right, because it shouldn't take us long. I don't think it should take any longer than 30 minutes. But you know, when teams struggle in the NFL, it's either going to be one of two people that's going to go as soon as the light switch turns off, which is the head coach normally or the quarterback. Somebody's going to have to take a seat because the fans, the front office, media, they all are looking for someone to blame. Unfortunately, somebody has to be the downfall. That's the unfortunate part about this business. The unfortunate part about this business is that at some point, at some time, somebody's going to have to, walk the plank. It's a sad thing to say, which is why they have that saying in sports when they say winning cures all ills. AJ Brown says different as of late, but as a franchise and as a front office and as an owner, they would beg to differ. But with Justin Fields, as we've been watching his progression throughout the years with the Bears, the Steelers, and now with the Jets, it seems like no one can figure out what's going on with him. So we wanted to take a look to kind of like break it down to find out, are we watching as fans or can somebody have the eye to really break this thing down and put the pieces together on what's really going on with him? What has hindered his progress in the NFL and where everybody anticipated him to be at this point in his career, coming out of Ohio State? He played with some big time athletes coming out of college. And it seemed as though as soon as he got into the NFL, it seemed like he ran into a brick wall. Now, I've never supported a player going to a place where it's not conducive to his growth, as an athlete first and as a man. Okay. And I don't think Chicago was that place for him coming out of college. I thought that when he went to college, there wasn't anybody really there to teach him. He went through several different offensive coordinators, which we haven't listed them here on this show, on this episode right now, because he went through so many. He was going through so many things while he was there because Chicago was still trying to find their identity once again. They seem to have lost their identity over the last decade. So with him walking into that situation and them grabbing a quarterback of his caliber, of course, the expectations are going to be through the roof. They're going to be through the roof. So, was he able to digest all of that? Did he know exactly what he was walking into? And I can't help but think that it reminds me of the same thing that Shedeur Sanders is going through right now. When Archie Manning said, listen, don't draft my son, At first I never understood that because I thought that, just being naive, I just thought that, making it into the NFL, which was everybody's dream, you didn't care which one of the 32 teams was going to pick you up. That's just coming from somebody that's come from humble beginnings, and or an athlete that didn't have their father who played in the NFL, or their brother who played in the NFL, or the other brother that should have been in the NFL if it wasn't for injury, because a lot of people don't know the Mannings have it's 3 of them. But a person or an athlete coming from humble beginnings, they're going to I'm going to say they're not going to take it for granted. They're not going to take it for granted, because when an NFL team calls you up on that phone and they say, "Hey, we want you to come in here," and you have your opportunity, you have to take advantage of that. You have to absolutely take advantage of that situation and maximize it. You want to be able to maximize that opportunity to the fullest. And some may only have one chance to do that before you never see them or hear from them again. Look at what happened to Jamarcus Russell. I mean, listen, everybody that was a high draft pick, had an opportunity, and we don't see Jamarcus Russell in the league any longer. I can go down the list and list the whole, I don't want to put a lot of people out there, because things happen. You never know what's going on in someone's personal life, and it could be things, outside of the game that can contribute to these things. We just see them as physical specimens, and I don't want to do that here. People go through things, but most times when somebody gets the opportunity to get into the NFL, they want to try to absolutely eat, sleep, drink, and maximize it. I mean, that's just it. They throw a lot of money at you, and you start to get treated differently when you go out to restaurants, especially when you score a touchdown. Then you can't come outside when you're losing. Some cities just like that, simple and plain. But with one Justin Fields, it's incredible the situation that he has been put into, where you can't really tell if it's his talent, if it's the coaching, or if it's something off the field. Like I said, you just don't know. So what has it? Let's just take a look. Let's just go into. I want to go into I want to go into this. Let's just go here. Everyone knows who this man is right here. You might say to yourself, what does Josh McDaniel, offensive coordinator of the New England Patriots, have to do with Justin Fields? Well, one, they just played each other, okay, on national television, where the Patriots came out victorious, coming out with a 9-2 record. No one expected that. Okay, no, I didn't. I did not expect them to be contenders with the Buffalo Bills right now, but they are. But it shouldn't surprise anyone, because that's not a franchise, especially after Tom Brady being there, that is going to come in and just lay down for anybody. You understand what I'm saying? They're used to winning, and they're used to winning that division as well. So to everybody in the front office, this is nothing new to them. This is just them getting back to business as usual. So the reason I said that is because on the scouting report, okay, I just want to give you a little bit of background on Josh McDaniels. Okay, first of all, Josh McDaniels is a part of 6 NFL championships. Okay, he's a part of 6 NFL championships. Do y'all understand that? That means that he's coming with a resume. He's coming with the resume. He's coming with the ingredients that it takes to be successful in this league. So this type of coach can do nothing but help anyone that he's around, okay, because he's coming with the experience. And I would go as far as saying that he may have played a huge part in those championships. It may not have been just talent. It could have been coaching. Because over here at the Scoreboard Keepers, we always tell y'all that if you want to see mistakes in coaching and you want to know how important coaching is when it comes to winning football games, all you have to do is just go down the levels. This is why I'm a big fan of college football, because it truly is the minor leagues of the NFL when you want to find and see mistakes. Because once you get below it, I'm not saying it doesn't happen the NFL level, but it's more prevalent in the college and high school levels where you can, midgets as well, where you can find that coaching can lose games. It starts to get lesser and lesser as you get to the NFL level, because if you start losing games because of coaching in the NFL, you ain't going to be there long. That's why it says NFL, and they say that stands for not for long. So if you get to the NFL and you start to losing games and it comes from coaching, everybody's watching, because every Sunday the stands are packed, the cameras are on, the headsets are on. You now have the Indianapolis Indianapolis Colts owner. She's standing on the sidelines now with headsets on, taking notes, which I think is totally outrageous. I don't think there's any place in sports for that, because these coaches are not, they need to be able to do their job, and they don't need to be hindered in doing their job. The job is in the results. So no matter what you hear on that inside, let me explain. No matter what you hear inside of here, it does not matter. If you hired that coach, you hired in it because you believe that he could do the job. Now, if you don't know what's going on and you don't know what he's calling or the play calling, you don't understand the game, you listening and taking notes, you could do that from the booth. I'm saying standing down on the sidelines and doing that is like having your boss standing in your cubicle. It's a little over the top, if you understand what I'm saying. I just don't think I think that's unusual. I don't think that's going to help you in being victorious. I mean, if you're trying to put pressure on the coach is not out there playing on the field. You might as well put a helmet on. You might as well have the same helmet on that the quarterback has on if you want to hear the play calling. So, I mean, the things that she's doing can be done from upstairs in the booth. But the reason I knew that it was a little bit over the top, and the reason that we're mentioning it here, is because she's standing on the sidelines with a notepad, and all cameras are on you, and all cameras are watching you. Now, nobody can tell you what to do. You're the owner of the team, of course, but it's not going to help you win. It's just not. It's over the top, and she'll eventually find that out. But Josh McDaniels, okay. It's like I said, like I mentioned, he was part of six World Championships, and he began his NFL coaching career with the New England Patriots in 2001 after being a graduate assistant at Michigan State. Served as Patriots offensive coordinator for multiple stints, guiding the offense to top 10 rankings and winning 6 Super Bowls with the team. Became head coach of the Denver Broncos in 2009 and 2010, and later the Las Vegas Raiders in 2022 and 23, but posted losing records in both jobs. 2025, returned to the New England Patriots as offense coordinator for a third time. Now, one would say, why is this important? Why is this relevant to what we're talking about right now? Well, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you why this is relevant right now. Because they have a player up there right now that's pretty much on fire. And it was mentioned, his name was mentioned on some platforms as a MVP candidate. And I'm sure you guys all know who that may be, right? It would be the quarterback of the New England Patriots, one Drake May. So what I want to do is I want to show you guys something. And I want to show you things that we look at over here that some people don't look at on other platforms. And you might get a little different perspective over here at Scoreboard Keepers. We take pride in that. This seems to be our wheelhouse. Like I said, we cover all topics, but we most definitely can go into this field, into this realm, and break things down. And that's why we have the scouting report. Okay. And fortunately enough, you guys can be a part of that. Okay. Let's just go in here and break something down, and let me show you guys. So they put their name.
I say the fact.
May. Okay. But let's just take a look at something, right? Okay. This is Justin Fields right here. Okay. So as we just broke it down to you, we just told you about Josh McDaniel being back in New England. And then you have Justin Fields on the other side of the field with the New York Jets. Now, Josh McDaniels has Drake May under his wing, and on the other side of the field, you have the New York Jets offense coordinator going in a direction that I'm not sure that all the New York Jets fans are happy with, but leading that brigade is one Tanner Engstrand. He's the offensive coordinator for the New York Jets. And the man that he has under center is Justin Fields. The scouting report says that Tanner Engstrand began his coaching career at the University of San Diego, working his way from graduate assistant to offense coordinator and quarterbacks coach. Spent time in the NFL with the Detroit Lions in roles including passing game coordinator prior to 2025. Hired by the New York Jets as offensive coordinator in January 2025. Now, as you can see, this is no knock on this young man, but the resumes between Tanner Engstrand and Josh McDaniel is like night and day. It is like night and day. So you might ask yourself, or you may be wondering, why is the ref? Why is he mentioning this? Well, because the play between the two quarterbacks are like night and day as well. And guess what? One is more seasoned than the other. One has been in the league a lot longer than the other. So why would one leapfrog? Why would the younger leapfrog the older? See, you guys got to understand something, that a player can lose himself in these circumstances and forget who he is, forget what he's capable of doing. He can almost become robotic. Been there. Can almost become robotic and not instinctive. And that could be the death of a career. You can never listen, the coaching is all fine and dandy, but they're not on the field. We're not saying that you're not supposed to be following protocol on the field because everything works in unison, but the coaches do not want robots on the field. They want athletic, instinctive beasts on the field. You have to be in tune with your instincts. Believe what your eyes see. And sometimes you will hear that little voice in the back of your head of the coach, and most players get stuck flat-footed. because they're not instinctively reacting to what their eyes are really seeing. And I believe that over here at Scoreboard Keepers, the ref, I believe that that's what Justin Fields is experiencing right now, to the point where when he was in Pittsburgh, they had training wheels on him. They wouldn't allow him to throw down the field. They would only allow him to do certain things to the point where it was visible on the screen, to the point where the fans were mentioning, hey, take the training wheels off. So let's get into this a little bit. Let's take a look at Justin Fields, bro. Let's take a look, because he gives flashes here and there. He shows flashes of brilliance, and then he goes into a shell. Let's see.
That could be a Terrence Williams prostate.
As you look right here, right? As you look right here, it looked like there's like this looks like almost like a 53 defense, but it looks like maybe a cover one man. It's 3rd and 4 here. 3rd and 4. And Justin Fields is in the gun. And of course, he has a running back leaking out into the flats. Okay. And if you look up top here, there's a linebacker that's reading that running back. So it's man. And guess what? Justin Fields is being spied on right now by this linebacker. This middle linebacker is spying on him right now. So this is man coverage. It's 3rd and 4, and you got man coverage going on. Everybody's pressed. So let's see. Let's see what Justin Fields, let's see what decision he makes here in this play.
Cancer. And he right now is not with the team, so he takes over to score. Meanwhile, here goes Fields with all kinds of space.
See? So as you can see right there, Justin Fields decided to tuck the ball and run. He decided to take the ball and run. Now, a lot of people would say, well, why did he do that? Was that the right decision? Was that the right choice?
Is Terrence Williams prostate cancer?
Let's look. Everybody's covered, right? Everybody's covered. It's 3rd and 4, right? Everybody's covered. So when I look at this play right here, I have issues with the play call. I have issues with the play call because if you look right here at all these linebackers, nobody actually ever moved until those receivers ran up on their toes. He's still being spied by the linebacker, but in all actuality, this linebacker is able to double cover if that rush gets home. If these guys collapse the pocket, which they do, this linebacker, this middle linebacker that's spying him, is able to double cover right now and clog up the middle of the field. It's 3rd and 4. All they need is 4 yards, right? All they need is 4 yards. Justin Fields is 13 yards at this point from the first down marker. He's back, right? He's back into his passing stance. He's ready to deliver the ball. He's 13 yards from the first down marker. The middle linebacker that's spying him is double covering whoever he wants right now, because I'm pretty sure that's a choice, and not unless Justin Fields leaves the pocket. And I would, this linebacker has confidence that his pass rush is going to get there and flush him one way or the other. But at this point right now, there is nobody open. He may be able to try to take a shot downfield right now on a one-on-one coverage because it is man. But if this ball does not get complete, which would be a 50-50 ball, it's 4th down and they're punting on the 50. So is this Justin Fields or is this the offense coordinator? Is this Justin Fields or is this the offense coordinator? Because at this point, he had to become instinctive. And what did he have to do? He had to use his legs to get this first down. Let's see where this linebacker goes. This middle linebacker right here. Let's see what he does.
He right now is
He's doubling, and he sees he commits, right? He was doubling, right? He was doubling. He held up just enough to make sure that Justin Fields couldn't make a quick pass to the sticks for the first down. And now he said, okay, everybody's man, I'm going to come up to where he's doing double duty, because now he's saying, I was able to be in coverage, and now I'm going to come up and play the run as well, just in case he decides to take off.
not with the team.
But guess what happens? Justin Fields sees him and catches him on the other side of the hash and takes off in the other direction.
So he takes over the
Guess what? He runs into his own player. So now all of those receivers that took off downfield, as soon as he crosses this blue line, can become blockers.
score. Meanwhile, here goes Fields with all kinds of space and finally forced out inside the 35 by Robert.
That's instinctive play right there. That's instinctive play right there. That's good eyesight by Justin Fields. Poor play calling by the offense coordinator. It's 3rd and 4 at the 50. It's 3rd and 4 at the 50. So let's see what goes on here. That's a great play by Justin Fields. A great play instinctively by Justin Fields to pick up that first down. And he must have been reading the linebacker. Now, make no mistake about it. We think that Justin Fields has a problem somewhere. We're just trying to get to the bottom of it. Where is it? Where's it lie?
Spillane, the 28th ranked.
Here you go. We got, it looks like it's trips left. It looks like it's trips left. I see 3 receivers over here. Okay? I see 3 receivers, and it looks like it's a cover 2, possibly a 3 back there, cover 2 man. Okay? Everybody looks like they're coming up tight, playing up tight. So let's see. It's 2nd and goal. That's what it says, 2nd and goal. Justin Fields is back in the gun, in the Wildcat. Let's see what he does.
Offense working against the 6th ranked defense in terms of points allowed, and Fields around the corner.
Once again, instinctive, right? This play was specifically called for Justin Fields and nobody else. So he didn't have to do much, right? He didn't have to do much. We've seen teams back down here have choice and option, right? Listen, he has no other option here. He got 3 receivers over this side, I do believe, or maybe 2, and another back. They may have brought in, and this may be like a jumbo, semi-jumbo, because the receiver up front is the one that's not covered. He's on the line, so he's considered on the line. So let's just look at this. You know how I know that this play was specifically for Justin Fields? And this is how you know that if you're a defensive player right now, right? This is how you know that this would be a run, by looking at this receiver down here at the bottom. I'm talking about this receiver by where the wording says 2nd and goal. I'm going to tell you right now, if you look at his body language, this is how receivers give up goods when you know it's a run play. Look at how he comes off of the line. This is the things that I would get screamed at because I never did it. I like contact. So, but if I was caught lollygagging like this off the line, come films, you're going to hear about it.
6th
So look at this, right?
ranked defense.
This guy he's just, it's not believable the way he came off of the line.
In terms
that
of
receiver
points,
down bottom. Okay.
points allowed, and Fields around the corner. He'll get in for the
Justin Fields was never giving that ball to anybody else. Watch how this receiver down the bottom comes off the line.
The sixth-ranked defense in terms of points allowed, and Fields around the corner. He'll get in for the score. Sixth-ranked defense lane. The 28th-ranked offense working against
Here he is down bottom.
the
Look.
sixth-ranked defense in terms of points allowed, and Fields around the corner. He'll get in for the score.
So, we're not going to get on that receiver, but we're not going to get on that receiver. But we know that this play wasn't something that Justin Fields was going to have too many options for, because he tucked it right away. Look,
gets to the end zone.
Tucks the ball right away.
New York Jets down the field, 70.
Look, he's not thinking about anybody else. This was all about him getting him out here one-on-one with his athletic ability and just beating the defender. So I'm not going to say schematically that that's a bad call. But what I will say is that down here in this part of the field, most times quarterbacks have more options just in case something goes wrong. His tight end is engaged. So he's not leaking anywhere. There's nobody else out here. This is me one-on-one with the defender and me in a race to the sticks, which I don't have a problem with. I don't have a problem with the schematic. But my issue is that, well, wouldn't you want an option here if this thing goes wrong? If this thing goes left, wouldn't you want to have a right? So again, this is not using Justin Fields as a quarterback. This is using Justin Fields as an athlete. And he doesn't have any other option here. Let's see what this tight end does up here that's engaged.
2 yards.
He never even leaks out. Look at the pylon back here. Look at all this open space back here. Right under the prime symbol. Look at all this. Look at all this. This tight end that's up here engaged. I mean, this could have been very easily a touchdown right here. It's a lot of field over here, man. You got your quarterback sprinting to the pylon right now, which we try to keep them clean, right? We want to keep them upright.
In 14 plays.
And unfortunately for number 2, I don't know who he is. He had a hitch in his giddy up. Okay, and he just wasn't going to get there, and Justin Fields cruises in the end zone. So schematically, like I said, I don't have a problem with that. Problem is just that it seems to be this way all the time in the red zone for Justin Fields. Okay, he seems limited.
11 of them on the ground.
He seems limited. So it's his legs. Okay, not his arm. Here we go.
13th play.
Okay, now on the other side of the ball, this is so beautiful. On the other side of the ball, so that's Tanner Engstrom's thought process, right? This is the opposite side of the ball. You have Drake May, Josh McDaniel, first and goal. You have 2 backs, and the quarterback is under center. And everybody's up on a line for the Jets right now. This looks like it could be cover 2 man. It looked like it could be cover 2 man. I don't know what that strong safety is going to do. But let's just see what they call for Drake May.
Play of the drive after the Jets scored on a 14-play drive.
Beautiful, beautiful. Play action. Pitch out. Drake May's looking. They're counting on their run. Mind you now, the Jets do have Breece Hall. Okay.
Flip it back here, turning inside, spinning his way all the way into the end zone is Henderson for the touchdown.
Josh McDaniel said, we're just going to punch y'all in the face. Mac Hollins right there, he's standing over top of somebody. He's super known for walking into the building without no shoes on. He done did something down there. I don't even know who that's on. I don't even know who that is on the ground. I mean, he's standing over top of somebody. Somebody's already on the ground. I mean, he done came down there and knocked somebody. He done caught a body. And Josh McDaniels just says, you know, basically, we're coming to punch y'all in the mouth. Okay, because if I can do this, other things are going to open up. Mac Hollins just left his guy. Look, his guy still getting up off the ground. Y'all see him down here. His guy is still getting up off the ground. Still getting up off the ground. Look at Mac Hollins. You can see the whole name, number, everything, right? He's going in there. He done got rid of his guy. He done disposed of his man, and he going in there to contribute to the extra stuff that's going on, to the extracurricular. Okay? And he just left his man, and then they just pushed their way. Look at 29. I mean, pictures is worth 1,000 words. He's saying, "Oh shit." Like Hollins is celebrating, and they just pushed their way into the end zone. So we already know what type of time Josh McDaniels on. Okay? We already know. So let's see what's next. Okay. So here we go. Drake May, once again, under center. You look like you got a cover, what? 1? Cover 1? You got to have a cover 1 because somebody's up here in the box. Okay? And obviously they started feeling like they wanted to stop that run. But let's see what happens. Let's see what Drake May does. Let's see. He's under center, not in the Wildcat. He's under center. Because a quarterback
can at their moment as well. Meanwhile,
look at this. Beautiful.
May on play.
Play action.
Play action fires.
That's beautiful. Look at what happens, right? See, this is Josh McDaniel. This is coaching, y'all. What does play action do? Play action freezes. It holds these linebackers from dropping. Watch. They got a fullback and a running back in. So what would you be thinking? They only got 2 receivers out there. They got a slot and an X. So what do you think is going to happen here? Look. That play action, look what it does to those linebackers. Look. All four of these guys right here are stepping up past the 20. Look.
At their moment is
look. And then they say, "Oh shit." But it's too late. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's too late. The receiver is already behind the backers. Because Josh McDaniel called play action, right? And I want to see what this running back's going to do because I'm just curious if he's going to help or is he leaking out himself to take the strong safety out of play. Because I believe that's the strong safety's man. Because he's coming up here and he's looking because they're thinking run. But this play action just froze all of these linebackers that was up here just now. So it's a great call in this circumstance for Josh McDaniel. For this particular play, it's a great call. But let's see.
Well, meanwhile,
look, and now they all stuck. You can still see all 4 of them. All right? Okay, the strong safety came up to the running back who's going out to the flats, just took him out. These linebackers, look at this linebacker right here. He's saying, "Oh, shit, let me get back," because all hell's about to break loose. And Drake May's looking, and what does he do? He throws a dart right over their head. The receiver that's coming across, that slot receiver that came from behind them.
Here's May on play action. Fires, caught over the middle to the 42-yard.
Beautiful. Hold on. Okay. Now, you're on the 50. Drake May is in the gun. Okay. He has 4 receivers that's at his disposal right now. It looks like it's cover 1 man. Okay. You got a backer in the middle of the field, or yeah, it's a backer in the middle of the field. So let's see what Josh McDaniels, dials up.
2nd and 11.
Now this is what's so beautiful about. I know this is Josh McDaniel. It's 2nd and 11, y'all. It's 2nd and 11. But I want y'all to take notice of something. Y'all see this right here? It's 2nd and 11. At this point in time, I would have to believe, it's off of my instinct, that Justin Fields would have left the pocket. He would have banned the pocket by now. Doesn't it look like Drake May is dead to rights? I'm going to call him, his new nickname for me is Squatter. Because when he in your house, he don't act like he don't want to leave. He act like he don't want to leave. You can call him Squatter. He's squatting on you. Look at what he's doing. Look at the coverages, right? Is there anybody even open? You can't even tell right now if anybody is open. Let's see.
May, under pressure, gets away, fires, that's caught.
Do y'all see that? This guy is playing around in that pocket and he ain't leaving. He's in your house, in your refrigerator, in your kitchen, eating everything he want to eat. Eating anything he want to eat. Look at this.
In the middle to the 42-yard.
Look, he started in the gun on the other side of the 50, right? So he's playing around within like a 7 or 8 yard. Let's see where he drops back to.
2nd and 11.
2 yards, maybe. Sitting in the pocket. Never goes
under pressure.
He stays right in that radius, right in that little 10-yard radius. Not 15 to 20 back. And he's his eyes are downfield, and he's looking for his receivers, and he's staying in the pocket. He's not thinking about running. He's thinking about making completions. And look, he finds somebody wide open at the sticks. Look at this running back. Look at this linebacker again. He's freezing the hell out of these linebackers. Look, the linebacker dropped back saying, oh, hell. Look at this guy. He's saying, all hell breaking loose again.
Way, fires.
Look, all hell breaking loose again. All he's doing is finding himself chasing people. He ain't catching that guy. Let's see.
It's caught inside the 30.
Hell no. Hell no, he ain't get there. Let's take a look one more time, y'all. Look, he's in the pocket. He looks like he's dead to rights.
Under pressure.
Nope. Steps up in the pocket, eyes downfield, and delivers. And he's looking somebody off. Because look at where he's looking, y'all. He turned around and seen the other guy. Look. In the pocket.
11.
Steps up.
May.
Steps up. All types of flies buzzing by his head.
Under
Steps
pressure.
up. He's looking off. Look, he's looking at somebody else. He freezes this defensive back right there. This defensive back don't know what to do. And then he looks across.
Gets away,
Man.
fires, that's caught. Inside the 30 to the 26.
Let me tell you something. That's coaching. That's coaching right there. What Drake May just did, being so young, he's learning that in practice. He's hearing that from his coach to go through your progressions, to read through your progressions. Somebody's going to come open because I believe in this offense that we're running. And it's supposed to happen like that. That's being on the same accord with your offensive coordinator and your receivers and what you've been doing in practice. This is why the Patriots are 9-2. So it's not by chance. This is not a mistake. They are for real. Because they have something that's very unusual in the NFL. I'm not saying that they don't have talent, but they got players that execute. They have players that execute the plan, man. And sometimes, I don't know how far that can carry you. I'm not saying they're going to win the Super Bowl, but when you got players that can execute, damn it, you're in every game. You're in every game, and you're in it to win it. Let's see. You got a cover one, looks like a zone. This looked like a zone to me. I don't know if it's quite man yet. The receiver, the defensive backs are off. You got the strong safeties up. He don't really know what he wants to do. Free safety, he's up. He kind of don't know where he want to be right now. He knows that he's covering over that other slot receiver, or is that the tight end that's in the up position over there? And he don't know. Yeah, that's the tight end. Drake May is back in the gun. You got a running back there, so these linebackers are saying, hey, watch out for the play action. He got us on this before. Careful, because we know he probably wants to pass the ball, but we got to stay honest and play the run because they've been running on us. We've seen what they did in the end zone. They've been pushing us around a little bit. So let's see.
9th season in the league.
He's back.
Play clock.
Get to that line again. Look right on that line again. He's hanging right around that line again, and he's ready to throw. He's not all the way back there by the 40-yard line. He's looking. Okay, he was ready to toss that thing just then.
Was it one? To the left side he goes, right along the sideline.
Listen, let me tell y'all something. Look at this. He went all the way to the other side of the field. He was looking to his front side, and he came back and threw to the other side of the field. That means he's looking off the safety. He looked off the safety over there. Look.
9th season in the league.
Look. He's looking to throw to that side of the field. He's looking to throw up here. That means this safety, I can't see him because he's not in the screen, but I bet you he's over top of this man right here. I bet you that free safety is over top of this man. Bet you. Look, he's looking, and then he pump fakes, right? So I know somebody biting. I wish I could see the whole field. He pump fakes it, right? Pulls it back, turns around, and look.
One. To the left side.
Look at that. Look who's late getting there. Look who's late getting there. It ain't nobody within 8 yards of this man when he catches the ball. He has enough time to turn around and actually do something.
He goes right along the sideline. Flag is thrown. Ben Brown.
Here we go, y'all. That's Josh McDaniel. I hate to say it, but this is Josh McDaniel. Just remember, on the other side, you have Tanner Engstrand and Justin Fields. Both young, both new. Both young, both new to basically the NFL game. Why would you have those two together in a room trying to come up with a game plan to beat these NFL defenses? Why? It just doesn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense to somebody like me. If not a knock on Aaron. I like them as a player. But I'm not, as a head coach, I gotta look at chemistry. And I gotta put the right people around each other in order to have that type of success. See, I should be in it. I should be in this. I should be doing this kind of stuff, but I'm not. But I should be. I should be around it. Here we go again. Jumbo, two backs, Drake May under the center in the red zone. Because Josh McDaniel knows down here, how many times have you seen Tom Brady in this position right here? Tom Brady stayed under center. because he knows that down here you have a plethora of things that you can do. These linebackers are in tight once again. You all know what happened to him the first time. Let's see what happens now.
Brown comes in as an eligible offensive lineman.
He hands it off. He hands it off. So you don't know what this guy's going to do, right? Because he's doing it from the same position.
The outside running back, and cutting through and going all the way to the end zone is Travion Henderson.
They don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going on. Remember, all of these things are opening up other doors. So the play action on the first pass, the staying in the pocket, the looking the guys off, you don't know where he's throwing the ball. Everybody back there is confused. That's why those runs are opening up. They don't know what's going on.
Oregalis.
Let's see.
His kick is no good.
No good. Kick's no good.
Start to try.
Here we go. Here we go. Drake May. Once again. He's on his 30. He's in the gun. He got slot left. He got one receiver down the bottom. Okay. And he has a tight end that's off the line. So let's see what's going to happen here.
In the 31-yard line.
1, 2,
May,
3, 4,
15
5,
of 19 to this point. Now he's 16 of 20.
He just sat right back there in the pocket and just drilled. He didn't leave. He went through his progressions. Look, he's looking, he's bouncing. The ball is in perfect position to be delivered. Now he has confidence that his line is going to do the job. He's standing tall. He's looking. His eyes are downfield. And he actually has a running back right here that has slipped out the back door. If he looks over there.
19 to this point. Now he's 16 of 20.
Goes right in the zone. Here he is on the 50 and under center. Same formation. Same formation. The only thing that has happened is the tight end has gone to the other side. It's 2nd and 8. It's 2nd and 8. Same formation. The tight end has flip-flopped. He's over here now. He's on the near side now. Under center. And it reminds me of Tom Brady. Play action. Look, in the squatter. Look. All of these people buzzing around.
Behind. He feels the pressure. Look. Hits the open man and Stiggs inside the 30. He feels the pressure.
Look at this, y'all.
20.
Watch this. Look at the linebackers again, y'all. All three linebackers right here. Cover one man. Okay, it's cover one man again. Look at the linebackers. Look what he does with them. On the 50. Look what he does. This is coaching, y'all. This is coaching. I'm not even going to tell you what the defense coordinator should be doing over here. That's a whole nother episode. But look what he's doing. He's freezing 3 linebackers. He's freezing 3 again. Look, watch these guys on the play action. Look, because they're fearing. They're all they're hearing and thinking about is stop the run. Look, under center, looking like Tom Brady. Play action. All linebackers are up. Every last one of them. Every last one of them linebackers have come up. And look, watch what happened. All shit. You got the tight end that leaked out the back door here because nobody chipped them. Look at the tight end that snuck out the back door. You got this linebacker right here, the middle linebacker saying, all shit, all hell done broke loose again. How many times on this film breakdown have we seen him chasing down somebody from behind? Look, getting them every time. Look. He don't know where to go. There he goes, turning around again. He said, oh shit, he didn't escape. I got to get my ass back here. Look, watch him take haul ass out of screen. Watch this.
From behind.
Look, because he don't know where it is. That's Mac Hollins down here that slipped out. Mac Hollins is wide open.
He
He
feels
just drilled it right over the linebacker's head. Right over the linebacker's head. Right over the
the
linebacker's
pressure.
head. And there he is, caught again, chasing. Look, again, 10 yards from the play. 10 yards from the play.
Hits the open
All he's doing right now is wasting energy.
man and
Stephon Diggs.
Diggs inside the 30.
The tight ends, Hunter
Here we go.
Henry, that time.
Here we go. Red zone. 2nd and 5. You got like a little bunch going on here, but it's nothing really but slot left. It's slot left in a bunch. You got the tight end down here. That's the tackle. That's the tackle. All right. So let's see what they're going to do here. I don't know why that lineman's standing.
I'm in motion.
Oh, yeah, so I can see. Okay, yeah, that's the
With a good crack
no, that's the tight end. That's the tight end down there. What is that lineman doing?
block.
Yeah, that's the tight end down there. He's covering up good. I couldn't even see. And guess what happens, right? Look at all the linebackers again. They're not buying the run now, right? They're not buying the run now. They just all standing pat. He drops back.
2nd and 5.
Squatter. Look at the squatter. Not even considering running, right? 2nd and 5. He ain't even considering running.
5. Pump
Look.
fake. Throws. Open. Caught. Touchdown.
That is just crazy patience right there. Let me tell y'all why this was this touchdown, everything to do with the quarterback. Look who caught the touchdown pass. Watch. Look who caught the touchdown pass. Hold on. Get back. There he is. It's the running back. He's standing right next to Drake May. All right.
Tight
Hold
ends,
on.
Hunter.
How does a running back, right? Look, this is the man that he threw the touchdown pass to is standing right next to him. Right? In this bunch formation.
Henry,
Let's get a
that
better
time.
look. Look. This is the guy that catches the touchdown pass right here. Right? Everybody is in bunched in. So at the now all these linebackers that's been biting on the play action, right? On the play action, and they've been thinking about stopping the run. How in the hell does this running back come that wide open? How? Let's see.
Motion with a good crack block.
Not even a play action, right? Not even a play action. The running backs, no, where are the linebackers at? No, look. Look. You have a guy coming across these linebackers' face, right? That both of them are waiting for. Got this defensive back right here. That's trying. He sees the running back, right? Let's see what he does.
2nd and
All he does is chips him because you have another receiver coming in across his face in the flats, right? The linebackers are totally confused. Totally confused. The linebackers are so out of place, it's crazy. So you got two defensive backs that's looking at number 8. That's all they're looking at. Two defensive backs. Now, I got to get on the defense for a minute. Hold on, y'all. You can't tell me that both of these two have flat responsibility. Hell no. This guy right here is doing his job. He's funneling that receiver, that running back inside for somebody else to pick him up, and then he's going to his flat responsibility out here, and I don't know what the hell he doing. I don't know what the hell he doing because this running back is running to his area, to his third. But let's see. You know why? Look at where he's looking at. This is what you call get caught looking in the backfield. This is what's called getting caught looking in the backfield and not looking to see what the hell's going on. That's why the running back, I guess that's Ramondre Stevenson. Is that him? Is whoever that is going to run right by him. Look.
5.
Right by him. Look, all three now are taking Flat's responsibility for one man. And look who's sliding out the back. It's his job. Look, all three of these guys don't got this one man's responsibility. Who has thirds? It's not man. This is a total defensive breakdown. But guess what? If this was Justin Fields may have left the pocket. He may have left the pocket by now. Look at all this wide open right there. He may not have been patient enough to allow this to come open to happen. And guess what? Drake May is in total control right now. Let me get me a damn set. Drake May is controlling all of this. Look at him looking at him. He's looking them off because he's looking right here. And look, watch what he does. He's freezing those players. Three. He's freezing 3 New York Jet defenders. And look, and he says, "Oh shit." He says, I'm a fake like I'm a run to freeze them, to keep them up, right? And then this defensive back up here said, "Oh shit." Because he's the only one at this point that got caught without his responsibility. This linebacker stayed right there to take the tight end in case he's going, and to take the run in case Drake May takes off. This defensive back goes out to his flat, and then this dude right here, this guy right here, who never should have been up there in the first place, has not gotten back to his third, and Drake May froze his ass. Look, he's standing right at the 10 and acting like he want to run, but guess what? Look at that ball. He's loading up, and look.
Fake throws. Touchdown. The hack.
Who's 21 for the New York Jets? For you New York Jets fans, comment down below on who's number 21. And then Drake May just turns around and point like Tom Brady, like, yo, I got him. Yo, I like Drake May. I like his mechanics. I like his mechanics because right there, that's coaching. Even though the play wasn't great, the execution was good. And the quarterback allowed his keys to open up that play. It's the things that he's doing that open up that play. He froze those players. There's a lot of quarterbacks that don't do that. They can't get receivers open by looking like that. They can't do it. He does a great job at that, man.
Trick for Henderson.
On Henderson out of the backfield, and look at him. He wants to go to Diggs, and then he comes off of him and eventually finds Henderson.
Okay, so here we go, y'all. 3rd and 6.
Third down.
3rd and 6, right? Now look at this. Justin Fields still drifting back.
And 6.
Justin Fields still drifting back. Look at where Justin Fields is right now. Look at where, didn't I tell y'all that Drake May stayed within this 10-yard radius? He may have gotten right back to this little half every now and then, but he was never where Justin Fields have gone to. See, you only do things like this when you're so confident in your physical ability. You're so confident in your physical ability and your legs that you will start being fundamentally unsound. So if somebody was to come open right now in the end zone, look at Justin's feet. It's 3rd and 6. All he needs is 6 yards. Y'all see this? It's 3rd and 6. He's about 10 yards from his goal line. He's 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. 10 to 12 from his line of scrimmage. He needs 6 yards. He's not on his throwing foot. The ball's down low. Where is he going to go right now? He's down 21-7. It's 3rd and 6.
Extra.
Look at where he is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is coaching. This right here is coaching. He's also drifted outside of the pocket. Look where he is. Look where he is. Let's go. Let's
Eventually finds Henderson.
Look. You have cover one man. Cover one man, without a doubt. Okay? He has a running back to his left. He has a tight end that's up on the line. Okay? And you have cover one man. He's in the gun. He's inside of the hashes. Inside of it right now. He's at the, I would say, the 32-yard line, 33. He's standing on the 33-yard line right now. His own 33-yard line. Okay? Their 33-yard line, I'm sorry. Okay? He's on the 33-yard line of the Jets. So he's heading to red zone. 3rd and 6, inside of the hashes. Let's see what happens here.
3rd down.
Y'all see?
6.
Bam. Look at where he is. 30. Listen. I apologize. Hold on. He's on the 32 now. He starts off at.
And eventually finds Henderson.
He's in the red. Okay, he's going to the red zone. Yeah, so he's at the 20. The ball is at the 22-yard line. Ball's at the 22-yard line. And he's at the 27. Okay? He's at the 27 and ends up back at 32. So he's 10 yards. If the ball's on the 22, he's back at 32, 33. The ball was on the 22-yard line. He's at the 33.
Extra pressure.
33 and a half. And he's drifted 1 yard outside of the hash. Now, let me tell y'all why I got a problem with this and why I think coaching. Watch this. Watch this.
He finds Henderson.
The reason I got a problem with that is because here's why I got a problem with this. All his receivers is to his right. All his receivers is to his right. He has a tight end down here, and it may be somebody down here. But here's the problem I'm having. Okay. Watch this. You got this receiver up top. He looks like he's probably running a go route. This receiver right here has choice, and I'm pretty sure that somebody's going to be leaking out in the flats.
3rd down.
All his receivers, right? Even the tight end is going across the field right now. It's going across the field. Everybody's going downtown Freddie Brown.
6.
So everybody that we just saw right now is over this side. He's even looking that way. Why is he drifting over here? Why is he drifting over here? Listen, Justin. He showed no patience in this pocket at all. Even if somebody was going to get you off your mark, okay? I do understand that the blocking may not be that great. The pocket doesn't look as pretty as maybe Drake Mays, but he's totally out of position right now. No matter what happens in this play. Okay? No matter what happens in this play right now, it's athleticism that's taken over and not fundamentals.
Sure.
So now he's 3 yards, 4 yards outside of the hash is where he started. He started inside of this hash, which would have gave him the option of what? To go to either side of the field with his arm. Now he's relegated himself to one side of the field on a 3rd and 6. All he needed was 6 yards, which we know he can get with his legs. He had somebody barreling down on him, right? And somebody else right in the side of his face. But he's not giving himself a fair chance to make something happen with his eyes. He's not doing it. He's not going through his progressions. Justin Fields is not going through his progressions, y'all. And I'm not so sure that he's being taught that. Drake May throwing that touchdown pass to Henderson. Henderson was the last progression on that damn play. Your running back is the last progression. That was a pass, but you got Stephon Diggs out there running routes. How the hell your running back? That's your last progression. I don't know if Justin Fields is getting through one. And that could be coaching. Let's see what happens.
Fields slides away. Throwing. Wide open. Touchdown.
Look, he finds a man wide open. See, this is where you have the lightning in a bottle. This is why I showed this. Because it was 3rd and 6, right? And that play technically should have never happened. You had a man that pushed himself to half side of the field and then threw a touchdown to that half of the field when all of those running backs and tight ends and everybody else was on the other side of the field. Everything about that play was fundamentally it wasn't fundamentally sound. But his athleticism gave him time enough, and his arm strength gave him time enough to deliver that ball down there to a play that was obviously busted coverage. I don't like anything about this, but it worked. But the reason I wouldn't like it is because going forward, you're not going to win games because this may work 1 out of 10 times, but 9 out of 10 times, it's not going to. Hash, outside of the hash, 3 yards outside of the hash, and damn near 13 yards from your line of scrimmage on a 3rd and 6. And you have a man that
Fields slides away. Throwing. Wide.
Okay, it was John Mechie. So let's see where he is. Let's see where John Mechie is. Let's see where John Mechie is.
And eventually finds Henderson.
Okay, is this John Mechie coming across the screen? We can't find him. I can't find him in this lineup right here, y'all. Trying to find out where he is.
3rd down 6. Extra.
He was up. That looked like John Mechie that was up there in that. They don't show enough of the play, but it looked like John Mechie was up top in the slot. He looked like he came across field. But that play could have happened from the middle of the hash. He could have made that play from here. You know what I mean? I understand that he feels the pressure of the pocket collapsing. But going forward, technically, you're going to have to start being more fundamentally sound if you want to make those kind of plays routinely and winning games.
Pressure. Fields slides away. Throwing.
Yes,
wide
like
open. Touchdown to John Mechie.
All the receivers and everybody else was on the other side of the
field.
Send
extra men, 22 yards. Finds the open man. It's a 1-score game.
And Craig Woodson.
Here we are. Drake May, the squatter. Here he is.
3rd down and 10.
In the pocket. Feeling all kinds of pressure. Right? Let's see how far he drifts back on this one.
And Craig Woodson.
Okay, the ball's on the 30. No, that's the 20. 28-yard line. That's the 28-yard line. Let's see where he goes. It goes back.
Third down and 10.
Back. See, he don't go that far back where he gets so uncomfortable. He don't go too bad. He's about 12 yards. 12 yards about as far as he gonna go. His foot may be on the 13-yard line. He may be 13 yards away from the line of scrimmage, but he coming up. He ain't gonna keep drifting back. And look where he is, though, guys. Remember the hashes? Now he has both sides of the field that he can deal with. Look. Justin Fields was 3 yards outside. Justin Fields would have been over here. 3 yards outside of the hash. Look where he is, dead center. Let's see where he goes. Steps right. Never goes outside of the hash, y'all. Because he has both sides of the field he can work with. And look.
May throws, caught on the run.
If this guy doesn't look. And it didn't look.
And once he touched Douglas.
This is coaching, y'all. I'm showing y'all that Justin Fields is being coaching. These are things that they don't have time to teach in the NFL probably. They're probably assuming that by the time you get to the NFL, you're supposed to know these kind of things. But Drake May is so fundamentally sound. Whereas he's comfortable in there in doing this. He's comfortable. And where Justin Fields looks uncomfortable. Look. I may even stop here because this is the thing that I'm talking about. He's inside of the hash, dead center. He has both sides of the field to work with. The linebackers and nobody knows what's going on. He's looking off safeties. He's going through his progressions because I know damn well that his first progression is on this side of the field. Look, right here. This is not his first progression, y'all. This is last. If these guys right here and this tight end don't come open, this is his last progression right here. And look, he ain't even looking at this guy. It's 3rd and 10. He's looking downfield for something to happen. Look.
Third down.
Look, he's still not looking. He's
10.
Look, I'm telling y'all right now that he went through 3 progressions. Telling y'all right now, look.
Throws caught on the run.
I'm gonna show y'all.
Third down and 10.
I'm gonna show y'all. No, I'm gonna show y'all this.
Score game.
And Craig Woodson.
Watch this, y'all. Look. The receiver comes in motion. He's gonna look at 1. He's gonna come back over here to 2, and then he's gonna hit this guy in 3. He's gonna go through 3 progressions. Look. Here it is. 1.
Third down and 10.
2, 3.
May.
He went through 3 progressions in the middle of the field. And that's Josh McDaniels saying allow the offense to work.
Throws caught on the run and falling down. Once he touched Douglas, gets up, picks up a few more. Jets
kind of like Henderson.
Here we go. 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line, right? 2nd and 5. We got motion in the hashes, under center. Slot left, and it looks like the tight end's going on the other side. It gets settled. Let's see what happens here, because I'm curious. Here, and mind y'all, don't forget about these linebackers. Look, they're up again. We know what his fundamentals has been doing to these linebackers all night. We know what his fundamentals been doing to these linebackers all night. Let's see what happens.
Catch the ball to the backfield too.
Johnson stays in there.
Play action. Look. He tries to stay. He wants to stay in your house. The squatter, he wants to stay in your house. Look at the pressure he's under, right? But look where he has the ball. He ain't tucking it to run. He's saying, I'm going to let this thing go. Look. Right? Inside of the hashes. 2nd and 5.
Take to him. Look.
Still, look.
And they finally get
He did not
to May.
care. He said, if you was going to sack me, you're going to sack me between these hashes because I'm not going to give up no side of the field. I want to have all options available. I'm not going to drift to one side or the other. That's not what I do. I'm trying to go downtown Freddie Brown on you.
To try to extend the lead.
He stayed true to his fundamentals, y'all. He didn't get out of character there.
Borregales' kick.
Whereas if he would have done what Justin Fields is accustomed to doing, of just taking off, he may have gotten something there. But on the bigger scheme of things, he knows that going forward, he has to stand tall in the pocket if he wants to be a successful quarterback in this league.
Is good.
You're in trouble. Under pressure.
There he is. Same formation. Motion this way. Slot left. The ball's on the 20. Look, have you seen Drake May out here yet? Have you seen Drake May over here yet? Since we've been breaking down this film? No. So if I was a gambling man, I would say he's not going to be there on this play as well. So he's not going to run into any sacks out here. If you get him, you got to meet him back here in these hashes somewhere.
Pressure tonight, 9.
Play action. Is it play action? Look at these linebackers. They're starting to smarten up a little bit, right? But will it matter?
9 of 10 for
play action. Got him again. Look at where he is. Look at where he is. He got a running back drifting out here. He got somebody drifting out here. I don't know if that's running back or receiver. But look at him. The ball is in. It's ready to go. Listen, this was a great pickup, man. This kid has so much untapped potential because of his fundamentals. Look at where he is, y'all.
113.
Oh, standing right in there. He ain't even comfortable unless he's inside them hat. Somebody showed him that. All you Patriots fans, I need y'all to get in the comments and tell me. Did y'all notice this?
In a touchdown.
Stand in the field and look. Look at where he is. He loves having both sides of the field to work with, and that can drive people crazy. Because he's not committing to one thing or the other. He can go back to the other side of the field on you, which it looks like that's what he's doing here. He's delivering a ball. Look.
So those numbers as May throws. Another completion here. Diggs.
Man, I'm telling y'all, this is coaching, y'all. This is coaching alongside with fundamentals, good fundamentals. This is what
you're in trouble.
Doesn't have. Look at where this kid is, man. Under center as well. Motion, play action. He's throwing to the backside. Look.
Under pressure tonight, 9 of 10 for 113 and a touchdown.
Look. And delivers a good ball backside. And he got a man wide open right here. He has a man wide open right in front of his face. He said, oh, hell with that.
Those numbers as May throws. Another completion here. Diggs having a big night. Diggs is now.
He only threw that ball to Stephon Diggs because you know what receivers do. They prima donnas. Stephon Diggs telling him, I'm always open. So he neglected a man that was wide open to even throw the Stephon Diggs backside. That's confidence in your receiver.
Over 100 yards.
Look, in the gun, slot left, tight ends up. Let's see what's going to happen here. He's on the 37-yard line. 37-yard line. Gun, drops back in them hashes again. He's looking. Drops back just perfectly at about 10 yards and stop. He doesn't drift too far back, y'all. Look at his plan. He's always on his plan. Did y'all remember seeing Justin Fields' feet? He's not always ready to deliver the ball. So that means his progressions are coming open and he can't get him the ball because he's not ready to deliver. So he's delivering with his eyes and not his fundamentals. And sometimes your eyes don't see what's really happening down there. So look, he's on his plant. And then he even steps in even more and then delivers downfield. And delivers down.
Throw! He's got Hollins. Can't make
Zach Hollins dropped the ball. and Matt Collins drops the ball. And listen, that's a great play by Drake May. And guess what? He had a shot. Who was
Brandon Stevens right there to help break it up.
Brandon Stevens. He was the one that got beat earlier. Brandon Stevens was the one that was supposed to be in the third when Henderson caught the touchdown pass. He was the one. So here we go. Justin Fields. Look where he is, y'all. He's inside of the hashes. Can he stay there? It's 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line. What are they doing? Tanner Engstrom, what are you doing? Why are you not running the ball? Or I'm assuming you're passing right here. I'm doing film study on a scouting report, Scoreboardkeepers scouting report, but I'm assuming it doesn't look like you're running here. It's 1st and 10. It's 1st and 10, and it looks like the Jets know you're not passing. So am I right? Let's see.
This is a team that was 4 and 13 in each of the last 2 years.
It's a pass. And look what happens. Look what happens. Look where the ball is, y'all. Look at where the ball is. Damn it. This is why y'all need to come over here to the ref and see what's going on around here. Do y'all see? Y'all see the shenanigans? This is coaching. This is coaching right here. This is coaching right here. Tanner Engstrom, who used to be the passing coordinator for the Detroit Lions. Passing on 1st down. Because Detroit loves to pass the ball. Detroit wasn't known for setting up the run and playing bully ball. They wanted to pass. This is when you know that the team is taking on the philosophy of your coach. This is the philosophy of the coach. This is not a... Listen, yes, Justin Fields should have caught the ball. Yes, Justin Fields had no business putting the ball on the carpet. We agree. We agree. We're not in disagreement there. We're not in disagreement there. But this is a play called by one Tanner Engstrom, formerly of the Detroit Lions, who we know is a pass-happy team. Look what happens. It's 1st and 10. You're in your red zone. It's 1st and 10. Look what happens, y'all. Look what happens.
Dropped by Fields, and now it looks like New England has recovered. We'll wait for the call from X.
New England's ball in the red zone on 1st down. This is coaching, y'all. That's coaching. That's coaching. Let me ask y'all something. Because we've been doing this film study, right? Have you once seen Justin Fields under center? Have you once seen Justin Fields under center? Look at these linebackers right here for the Patriots. Let's see what they do when this play starts.
In each of the last 2 years.
Look, they never come up. Look. They never come up. You know why? They go right to their man. There is no play action. There is no play action. And the ball's on the carpet. Look at their linebackers. They're not up here. Their linebackers not even in screen. You got one linebacker down here at the bottom, ready to pick his man up. Everybody's in man. The play action non-existent.
Drop.
Look, this is when the coach on the other side of the field is out coaching the coach on the other side of the field. This is a coach for the New England Patriots. Defense coordinator knows what's going to happen and knows what's going on with the New York Jets. And this ball ends up on the carpet inside of the red zone. How are you going to win games like that? It's a 2-score game. It's 24-14 at this point. It's in the fourth quarter. All you got to do is go down and score, make it a 1-score game, and 7 minutes to go, you can get the ball back. Your defense come out there and do what they're supposed to do, you can get the ball back. You get out here and score 24-21. Instead, you turn around and on first down and 10, you're passing the ball. For what? You got 7 minutes on the clock. It has to be something methodical. And your quarterback hasn't been under center since we've shown this thing. I'm pretty sure he has once or twice in a game, but more than likely he was in the gun. Not saying he's not ever under the center. I'm just saying that he should be under the center more. Now the ball's on
by Fields, and now it looks like New England has recovered. We'll wait for the call from Eck, and indeed they have. So the rookie.
New England's ball. And guess what happened?
Borogalis will try to extend the lead to 27-14, and he does.
Now, it's 27-14. So now it's in the fourth quarter. Your defense held, right? They did their job. It's 24-4. It's 27-14 now. Okay? And you have no other choice but to be passing now because the clock's not on your side. So guess what? If I know it, damn it, the New England Patriots defense knows it as well.
With 6.5 to go. Storm.
There he is, back there in the gun. Trips right. New England looks like they're in a cover 2 man. They're in a cover 2 man. Let's see what happens. Justin Fields is at the 30. He's standing on the 30, straddling the 30, and he's standing on one hash.
Here's Fields.
Tries to stay in the pocket.
Back to pass. And he's going to get sacked.
That's what I'm saying.
Sacked. Because of all times, he's supposed to step up in the window. He's supposed he's looking to one side of the field. Because and listen, look, ladies and gentlemen, let me show y'all something. Let me show you what I'm saying about fundamentally on
to go. Stored it out there.
Back, right? He's giving the leg movement. Look, he's not 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, he's bounce.
Here's Fields.
He has a man right here at the 40-yard line that he could have hit for 5 or 6 yards. He's looking to one side of the field. Remember I was telling y'all? He's relegated himself to one side of the field. Justin Fields is not utilizing the full field, y'all. He's zeroed in on where his eyes think somebody is open. He's not going through his progressions, and he's not reading defenses. No linebackers has even came up. They're sitting on his receivers, so by the time it's time for him to plant and make it, the receivers are just getting in their breaks at their route. That's a problem. That's a problem because that's giving the pass rush time to get home. This ball, for all intents and purposes, should already have been going. It should be in the air right now. Before this man makes his break, that ball should be going. This is coaching, y'all. This ball should be delivered right here, down here to this man. This man is already in his break, coming out of it. This ball should be on its way. This ball should be in the air. If this man's already in his break, then more than likely, this was Justin Fields' first read. And look what happens. He's relegated himself to one side of the field where he feels that he should his strength is thrown to, right?
Back to
look. Never even looked to this guy right here.
The pass. And he's going to get sacked.
That's what I'm saying. When they get down 13 and they...
Here we go. Justin Fields on the same hash, 3rd and 6. No play action, right? Linebackers not even considering play action. They just got a spy on Justin Fields. That's it. They're back here waiting for their man to come out of the backfield or downfield where they can chip him. Look. Justin Fields is back, down.
Fields open.
Look. Throwing to one side of the field. Look. I'm showing y'all. Look. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. He gets the ball and it's bounce. It's not 1, 2, 3 and play. This would be one of the first things I would fix in his game. It's his plan. It's his read step plan that he's not ready to throw. He's bouncing. He's bouncing out of his read steps. He's bouncing in and out. And it's always I'm ready to run. That bounces, I'm always ready to run and not throw. He got one-on-one down bottom here. And let's see if he even looks at him. No. He's looking in the middle of the field, and then he goes back. Look. One read. He looked at one read. And threw it down. Look. He's not even looking over the side of the field. Drifted all the way back to the 40. 1 yard line. His fundamentals are just off, man. His fundamentals are off. And I'd be fixing that. He needs to find a good quarterback coach and fix his mechanics. Justin Fields' mechanics is off for the NFL.
Fields.
That's why he shows flashes of greatness, and then it just all of a sudden it just goes off the tracks.
Open, caught. To the third.
Just imagine, right? This could have been that drive where he fumbled the ball if the coach makes the right call. This could have been the winning drive. It's 3 minutes to go on the clock. It's 3rd and 6. This could have been the winning drive.
33-yard line. They convert here. John Mechie makes that grab. First down.
Here we go. Justin Fields back in the gun. This could have been the winning drive right here, y'all. Back in the gun. Let's see. He got all these receivers down to the bottom. He's on the outside of that. He's right on the hash right now. Let's see where he goes. The ball's on the 34-yard line. Let's see where he goes.
Fields.
Survey. Back. Take it off the run.
Take off again. Going to get the first down again. And out of bounds, he steps at the 20-yard line. Stepped away.
It's always, I'm ready to run. It's always, I'm ready to run. It's always, I'm ready to run. Go back. Let's see. Boom. It is the play before. Back.
Fields.
Back.
Surveying.
Back. All the way back to the
Going to take off again. Going to get the first down again.
Let's see.
Bang.
No read. Look. He's just not comfortable.
Grab. First down.
He's not comfortable. Look. Watch the pocket. Look. The linebackers never came up because there's no play action, right? Look. Okay. He's looking downfield. He's looking. Downfield, ready to go. He's not stepping up in the pocket. There's a lane right here. He has a man right here wide open in the flats. He has a man coming across the field in the flats. That's going to be one-on-one with linebackers. So they're looking at him. Look. He don't deliver because he's not ready to throw the ball. Look. He runs out of the pocket. So this running back's a hell with it. I'm going to turn around and turn up. You still got a guy right here wide open looking. He's running out of real estate to run his route.
Bang.
Now he's dancing. So this receiver don't know what the hell's going on at this point. Because now it's the Justin Fields show. Look at this pocket. You step up and make a throw, man. He just takes off.
Going to take off again. Going to get the first down again. And out of bounds, he steps at the 20.
Once again, it's his athletic ability and not the fundamentals.
20-yard line. Stepped away.
Okay, there he is. There he is. Slide again. 3rd and 2. And what does Tanner Engstrom do? He don't run the ball for the first down. It's 3rd down and 2 yards with 2 minutes on the clock, which could have been the winning drive. You couldn't run for 2 yards on 3rd and 2? You're in the red zone. And I mean, they're not even expecting it right now. I mean, to be honest with you, they're not even expecting you to run the ball. So, I mean, if you turn around and hand this thing off right now, the linebackers are deep.
3rd down and 2.
The running back runs right to the linebacker who's waiting on him. He runs right to the linebacker who's waiting on him and just turns around in front of him. So if it's 3rd and 2, look at Justin Fields bouncing around again. Okay? He's bouncing around again. He's in those hashes, right? Look, if he's planting and the ball's ready to go, this ball's not ready to be thrown. It's down low by his waist, and he's not on his plant and ready to go. This windup would take too long to hit this man that's down here down bottom, the tight end that's at the 10-yard line for the first down. Easy first down right here. Let's see what happens.
Fields under pressure. Down he's going to go at the 15.
So I'm stopping right there, y'all. Look, I'm just the last
at the 20-yard line. Stepped away.
Look. He has a tight end that if he 1, 2, 3s and throws this ball, look right here. Look at the tight end right here. Look at the tight end right here. This tight end is going to come wide open. Look.
3rd down and 2.
Go. Right now. Right now. Right now. He's looking up here at man coverage, y'all. He's not looking at the deep. He's not looking at the defense of sets, man. Preset. He's not looking at the defense pre-snap. Look. And look, he didn't go through no other progressions. It was one and done. And then he's like, I'm cocking, I'm thinking about it, and then never does it.
Fields under pressure.
That's it. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell y'all, Justin Fields needs coaching. He needs a quarterback coach in a worse way. His fundamentals are so off, it's not even funny. He got all the talent in the world, and you can see it. The problem is that it's not fundamentally sound. If somebody can get a hold of this kid and get his fundamentals in order at this stage of his career, he can salvage his career. But doing those type of things, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. Him and that guy, they can't coexist together. It's not enough experience there. And he needs a quarterback coach, not an offensive pass caller. He needs a quarterback coach in a worse way. Because I'm showing you right now that his feet and the ball are not on the same timing. He's not ready to throw. He's ready to run and not ready to throw. And that's something that is instinctively in him that has been with him his entire career that needs to be broken. It needs to be pass first, run second. He's run first, pass second. He's not even going through his progressions. He's not even being patient enough to go through his progressions to deliver a solid ball to an open man. Now, we just saw a drive that could have been potentially the winning drive, but it would have been all for naught because he was going down the field and on 3rd and 2, he looked at one man and never went through his other progressions, had a tight end wide open on the 10-yard line, looking at him. And he could have delivered right now, but guess what? His feet wasn't ready to throw the ball. And it's way too low. This is a mechanic problem. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already done so, make sure you thumb up this video, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Jets fans, come in here and tell me What do I see? Am I missing something? I don't think so. I don't think so. And Patriots fans, come in here and tell me how ecstatic you are to have Drake May as your quarterback right now and how happy you are to be at 9-2 right now. And talk to the ref. Let me know what's going on down in the comment section because I'm going to get right down in there and get busy with you. So like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we're on a road to 10,000 subscribers right now. Share this video with somebody. Share it, and share it with somebody else. And thumb up this video. And look, guys, I look forward to seeing you guys in here. The scouting report says that Justin Fields' mechanics is off. Okay, his fundamentals, he's not fundamentally sound, and he needs a quarterback coach in the worst way. Aaron Glenn, I recommend you to get that man a quarterback coach. You may have to go show him some things that are already supposed to be learned on that level, but this is what you have right now. You got to do what you got to do. Coaching doesn't stop just because it's at the pros, okay? There's some people out there that still need coaching, man, even though they're professionals, and Justin Fields is one of the most obvious. Ladies and gentlemen, until the next episode of the Scoreboard Keepers, I appreciate y'all for being here with me on the Scouting Report. I am your host, the Ref. I will see you guys on the next Scouting Report. So until then, God bless and score. Peace. Justin Fields, your mechanics, all